Okay, you guys, I just got back from Hack Your Health, and while I was there, I had a follow-up Dexa scan done. Now, my first ever Dexa was last year, this time, Hack Your Health last year, or they called it KetoCon last year, and I wanted to see, did all the work I did this year pay off? And it was kind of a rough year. Last year, I did great. The weight loss just kind of came. It was like in a few lumps of 15 pounds, 15 pounds, 15 pounds, but then there was like rest in between my 15-pound drops, and then for a year it's pretty much been the same. And I'd been working to break that plateau by trying different things, and eventually recently my body said, hey, listen, we got to heal some hormones here. And in the matter of like 4 days, I gained 13 pounds of inflammation, and I've been struggling with that inflammation ever since. So I think my body's telling me for now, weight loss isn't going to be the goal. The goal is going to be healing. But in the meantime, what happened this past year? Well, number one, I did a ton of walking. I definitely walked maybe 5 days a week, between 5 and 10,000 steps. Now, on a good day that I love, like a Saturday, maybe I'd get in 20 or 30,000 steps. Really, if I could do that every day, I would, because it feels so good to me. But for sure, 5 to 10 miles, 5 days a week, lifting 2 to 3 days a week. There were times when I was lifting 2 to 3 days a week, plus doing stuff in between, like push-ups, sit-ups. I called it a 30-30-30, 30 push-ups, 30 sit-ups, 30 crunches, a 1-minute plank. I'm missing something. So every day I was kind of working towards muscle building, strength, flexibility. Other things I did, I started consistently getting cranial sacral therapy to stretch out my fascia and open everything up. I've been doing chronic inflammatory response syndrome treatment, which is called the Shoemaker protocol. So I've been doing a lot of things. And then I've played around with different, I'm a really regimented person. So I've played around with different regimens, including sardine fasting and the lion diet. So I played around with a lot of things, but overall for the year, I have done a ton of eating meat only, walking in the sun, drinking salt water. That is most of my year in summary. So what happened? So even with a month ago, my hormones going crazy and me gaining 13 pounds in like 4 days, I still have a great Dexa. I think it's great. Okay, so last year I was 29.3% body fat. This year, 27.1. So I dropped more than 2% body fat. What's really interesting though is that my visceral fat went from 0.49 to 0.57. So last year in the 0.49, I was in the green. The 0.57, that's pounds, by the way. So I went up 0.08 pounds. I guess that's not that much, but it went from green to yellow. And what's interesting is it says in here, because that's weird, I went down in body fat. I went down over 6 pounds of body fat, but I went up in visceral fat just a touch to be in the yellow. And what that says is that can be caused by perimenopause. So again, hormones. I need to love up on my hormones this year. Okay, lean mass, I only went down a pound, but like I said, I went down 6 pounds in fat. So 6 to 1, I think that's a pretty good ratio. A lot of things you do, like often when you have gastric bypass or bariatric surgery, you're gonna lose mostly muscle and very little fat. And it's the same with these shots. If you haven't made any changes and you're just taking the shots, you're gonna lose a lot of muscle. So to be 6 to 1, I think that's pretty incredible. Walking in the sun, eating the meat, right? Okay, so bone density stayed great. I'm way in the green. It says I'm better bone density than 77% of the population. I don't remember what ALMI is, but my ALMI got even better. Again, I don't know if I said this. My body fat percentage went from 29.3 to 27.1. I think I did say that, but I'm just so excited about it. If I continued this trend and next year I'm 25% fat, slow and steady is way better for you than quick and not going to stick and ticks your hormones off. So that's where my Dexa scan went. I think it was great despite the inflammation that I had while getting the scan done. It does show a loss of 7.2 pounds from last year. And again, that could have been 17.2 had the hormones not gone crazy just a few weeks ago. But all these lessons, it's a long path. It's a long journey. This isn't like some fad. I'm going to keep eating meat and I'm going to keep walking in the sun because it's what makes me feel best. And we'll see. I think I'm only going to get healthier and healthier and healthier. So I think my Dexa was great. I highly suggest you get one. Even if you're afraid of what yours says today, you'll be really happy with what it says next time. You know, and it's nice to have that documented. It's reassuring, you know. Here I am wearing the exact same size clothes, but according to the scan, I am slightly healthier. So I like this data. So that's what we have for today. If you liked this, please like, subscribe, and share. Have a great day.